we're going to go a little deeper into what's really going on here. Take a look at something. You're given all these symbols, like plus and minus and exclamation point, and I've been explaining to you that the way out is in. And humans are made from clay, the clay of the earth. Now, what you see over here is that an exclamation point says X, clay, you're made out of clay. To get out of here, you would go through, you need to go in. So that's why they made you fear the abyss. They didn't tell you about the hole at the center of the earth. They're leaking out the flat earth, but they're not telling you that there's the entrance to the inner earth where Jesus places his light into the hole. And you go in to get out and become an exclamation. I said in my previous video, this was the diagram that I used over here. It's clear, cross my heart, hope to die, stick a needle in my eye. That's exclamation point, exclamation. You see it right there, people. Exclamation. You're made out of clay. Okay. Now, I recommend that what you do is before you drink water, you program it. You take a glass of like neutral water. Neutral would be like distilled water. Okay, you would take distilled water. Natural is neutral, H2O. Not acidic, not alkaline. And this alkaline acidic thing, I'm just going to touch on just for a second. If you look online, you'll see you could separate water into acidic and alkaline. People say acidic is better for your outside of your body. Okay, and you should look into that, because the only reason bacteria isn't eating you alive is because you have a pH level on your skin, and your tummy is only able to digest that food because of its acid. If you drink too much alkaline water, it goes into your tummy, and that defeats the purpose, and you don't get any of the nutrients your body needs. Cancer is killed by alkaline when you inject it into the cancer directly. So that's how that works, people. All right, but here, before you drink your next glass of water, you can lay it out in the sun for 3 days and crystal with this and that, but I'm telling you, just hold your glass up in your hand like this and look at it, and from your heart you place your intent into that water, that you intend to bring forth heaven on earth, and that you are going to worship all and exclude none and bring forth heaven on earth, and that you need the knowledge of the ages. And you say to the water that we're in this together, and you drink it. Now listen, you sing in the shower, priests program the water before they do an exorcist. You kneel down as you walk into a church, down to the feminine. You place the whole feminine water on your face. Look, everything's been turned upside down. This four-faced, four-letter God in charge of your four-letter DNA. Okay, you're from the tribe of Dan, and this is what they've done to you. They've turned you upside down. It's the divine feminine, Lucy, that's coming back, and everybody's going to become whole and complete real fast. Watch. This is, look, people, you're living on a flat earth plane. Your religion, that's religion, people. Okay, now look at this. A stop sign is red. The way out is the black hole sun. 10-4. You see over here, breaker 19. Break her. Slow down for her. Okay? The way out is through the... Listen, this whole thing is coded, people. It's in every little thing in your life that you see. Is, you go to college, you give up your intuition, and it's crazy. You come out of there indoctrinated. What you need to start doing is like C is the third. It's the third letter. Odd numbers are masculine, even numbers are feminine. When you see an O, that's not a zero. A zero is like a Vesica Pisces, where you put two circles together, you get a Vesica Pisces, like you see over here. But what I'm saying to you is that When you see the O alone, just like this, that's like the asshole. That's when you see, like for example, a T. When you see a T, it could be like the two breasts and going down to the belly button of a woman. When you see an I, it could be the butthole and the vagina. It doesn't only have to go one way, where these guys are actually making all of our letters specifically to follow something, because it's something about your whole planet, which is that there's a hole at the center of the earth where all compasses point to. You need to go in. That's what the exclamation point is telling you. And you're going to ride the astral light out of here. So if your heart is light enough, light as a feather, you can ride that green astral light out of here. If your heart is not light enough, you'll be stuck down over here. And that's what they show you in those pictures of flat earth, where they show you what's under. They don't show you what's really down there, and they're not showing you what's really above. And they're not explaining anything to you. Now, I showed in the previous video, you get 3 square meals a day, and you can become a meal. Okay, so there's 4 squares. That's where you get your dreidel from. It's pointing down to the feminine, the way to get out. Okay, and you spin it. That's the divine feminine. So it would be said in sacred geometry, it explains that God had created the universe. He beamed a beam of consciousness like this, and like this, and connected the lines, and they'll show you it's a hexagram. But it's everything. But it's nothing until you spin it, and that's where you get the swastika, and you see like that Nazi symbol. Once you know what the codes are, like red is the masculine, it's the sun above your head. So the black is the feminine. So black and white. You see a checkerboard. It's the white would be like they show you God in this white and up in the sky, and the feminine down below. The only way through the Father in heaven is through, like they show you, exclamation point. If you want to get out of here, you need to go. The stop sign is telling you stop. It's red. It's not that you go out through the sun above your head. You go to the center of the dish where all compasses point to, and you go out, and you become an exclamation. So listen, this audiology, you see this is either a reptilian eye right over here, or it is the flat earth plane, the Fabergé egg that you're living in. Okay? We're living in a Fabergé egg. You know, it is what it is. Somebody said, what is the Terra's Terra? Look, you're in the Terra cycle right now. Okay, you have Daniel. Everybody's name is ending with an L or has these LE, as they're telling you that in your language, every word that you speak is all sending all your energy to one place. It doesn't matter what you believe. Okay, that's what's going on here. It's on everything. You know, you see like this. Looks like a penis pointing down, a penis pointing up. They invert it, and then it's a different number, different letter. Everything comes from the sine wave. When you see these symbols in these pharaohs or these gods' hands, they're telling you all these things. They're just missing the dot to show you that this is the sun going in the center of the dish, and it's going towards the black hole sun. It's literally on everything, people. Pub, licks pub. You see. It's in your advertising. This is your Lego stuff. Okay, I just had to snip it out. It's a big thing. I just had to bring one side of the page over. They're showing you the water's down below, the sun is above your head, and this is the creator pack. Okay, these are your creators right here, people. So when you see 10-4, that's correct. 10-4 is showing you the 1 and 0, the masculine going into the feminine, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. That's what you have here. So you're from the tribe of Dan, people. That's 4114. Okay, and that's why that's the 411. All right, and the L, there's the 11 in there. They're pointing out that the L, the God, the Tetragrammaton, you're inside of a computer simulation right now. And you know, you see over here like Scooby-Doo, you see the green, you see the purple. When you mix red and blue together, you get purple. So they're mixing everything. You see this on the popsicle thing. I saw it. You know, you see the 3-6 on everything. It's 3.6. It's $9.99. It's the 99. It's 666. $19.99. 666. It's inverted. They're still the same thing. So when you see 666, they're telling you like the divine feminine. I've been saying like a woman has 2 holes, okay? And somebody made a comment, a woman, she said, no, a woman has 3 holes, right? 2 for sex, 1 for pee-pee. Now, so, you know, the sun, is 1 hole. One side of a black hole is a light hole. And then there's also a hole that you're going to be able to get out of. So there's actually 3 holes to Mother Earth. One that you would go in through here that would drop you off here, or one that would drop you off up with God in heaven, as it's supposed, as, you know, look, there is a way out of here, people. You have to ride the astral light out of here. Your heart has to be light like a feather. Now, all the symbols on everything, they're all showing you the same thing. When I look at symbols and stuff like that, I see something I could see on a much deeper level. I recommend that you type in your computer blood over intent and you hit enter. My whole brain came alive, my whole being came alive after I spilt my blood over my intent on video and I published it to the internet for the entire universe to see. Now I can see shit. Look, let me just give you an example here, people. The grad that the Jew ate, okay? Your satanic robes, you got your dick in your hand, you have your angle, you're bent and confused, clearly, because your degree is your angle. And we know that you're either straight or you're fucking confused, okay? Now, everything's hiding right there in plain sight, people. Now, let's see here. There were some things. I pointed out this glass house. You're in a house of mirrors, people. It's clear. When you get to the edge, you see the monolith. If you jump over, you will find yourself right back where you started from. King Solomon, they said, enslaved superdimensional beings with iron. Now, that makes sense. After reading that, I was like, it makes perfect sense. I can drag... See my videos where I'm dragging your food across water using a neodymium. Break that down. Neodyme... hold on. All right, a magnet, okay? They catch you just like that. Using that they catch you. You're the food, people. Just because you're out of that body doesn't mean Pac-Man ain't gonna come around and eat your fucking soul. Okay, you need to go in to get out. You're gonna need to be able to go into your heart, and I'm telling you, the reason they have you calling Lucy Lucifer and all this other shit is to confuse you people. Okay, now, all right, you see somebody pointed out wargasm. Yeah, everything's for a big climax. All right, one big important thing you gotta understand, people, this programming of the water of your fluid, it really works. Okay. I'm shocked at how good it works, alright? So, there were some things that I wanted to point out, but this video is going long. Let me just see. Alright. You see, you get your degree or your angle. That's just crazy, people. It's clear, you're either straight or you're bent and confused. Now, this symbol over here, this is the entire universe right over there. Round lines are feminine, so... the creator of the universe is actually feminine, as you see there. That's the spiral of creation. If there's no spiral, there is no heart. And everything's back to the heart, people. You know, I published a video. You're trapped in prison cells. Your cells are prison cells. Now you're forced to take a shit, get horny, get hungry, a pain in your heart, a frog in your throat, a headache. Your scalp tightens up. Those are your chakras inside of you. Now you're forced to pay. If you get bowel problems, you got to pay for it. Heart problems, you got to get pills for it. I mean, they're extracting you every fucking way that you can find. But you can't see that the clock, the digital clock, and the whole universe is alive with numbers, and the numbers are really fucking talking for real, people. We went over this last video. It starts as a thought, then you say it or write it, bringing it in here to this dimension. Spilling your blood on it and publishing it to the internet absolutely sends it right to the top. It changes your fucking DNA, whatever you want to call it, because it changed me 100%. And it put me on the path where I could get everything that I need mentally to carry my intent to fruition. So that's what you get out of it. Whatever you need to carry your intent to fruition, alright? When you see a dreidel, you don't see what I see. When you see ring around the rosy, pocket full of post, this is the rose right there. There's 4 sides to a dreidel. And if you understand you get 3 square meals a day and you're the 4th meal, and you spin that dreidel, they're telling you that there's a whole mechanism here, and I can actually see the mechanism. I can see everything spinning, and it's that somebody sent a picture. It shows spirals this way and a spiral this way and a spiral this way.